Hi friend, this is Scott. Welcome back to my messy garage. Sorry, I'll have better accommodation shortly. I'm cleaning, I'm remodeling everything, so it's a bit of a mess. This is the only section that you can actually walk around. I've got things stuffed in here, but that's another video. So today I just purchased the Milwaukee tire inflator. This is new to me. When I reviewed the small Milwaukee toolbox, somebody in the comments put that they utilize the small Milwaukee ammo box toolbox for their tire inflator and all their kit and gauges and batteries. And I'm like, why don't I have a tire inflator? My wife and I do a lot of traveling in a camper van, and I like to be prepared, which is another video I'm putting together. But I like to be prepared, and I thought the tire inflator would make a great addition to the van, to travels. I've got, you may or may not be able to see it, I've actually got a tire inflator air canister, air hose behind me, which is great around the house, around the garage. But I think this is going to be a little bit more portable, even though this is the M18 version. I don't know if they make an M12, but most of my tools are M18. So I figured I'd get the M18 version of the Milwaukee tire inflator. Let's open this up. I have not opened this yet. Let's open this together. So we get out the pocket knife. We cut it open, and it says it's got what's in there is a tire inflator and just a couple other things. So let's open this up. Maybe we'll see. Oh, there we go. See what's in here. So it's packaged well, so you have instructions. So if anybody wants to read instructions, those are there. Let's see how we can pull this out. This is what's inside. Try not to break it. Advertising stuff. Here's the box. Nothing else in the box. We'll set this aside. But here is the tire inflator. Pretty cool. Pretty big unit. Let's take the plastic off, wrapping. So here is the tire inflator. Here's where your battery goes in. Here's where all the little accessories are. If you want to blow up a ball, a football, if you want to blow things off, a little blower, needle nose. Here's where the little hose is. And it's actually one, oh, this is going to be nice. So this is one of those that you screw on. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you screw it on your valve stem, and then you set the pressure. I think the memory, there's a memory on here, if you can see the screen. So the screen says memory. I'm doing this upside down. Memory. And then the settings, and then the on, and here's the on button, and then what is that? Units. So it's pounds, or what's a metric for pounds? Not liters, something like that. I'm not in Canada. I'm in the US. We use basics. So here's the tire inflator. It's a fairly heavy unit. It's a fairly robust unit. I brought my scale, my mailing scale, out. So we can, let me put this packaging back in the box with the instructions. So if I ever get bored and actually want to read the details, I can do so. Here's the unit. Let's look at the dimensions. So it's 13 across. If you can see that, it's 13 across. And it's, how tall is it? So about just shy of 8. Width-wise, at the widest, it's just about 6. Just about 6 inches wide. Right here is the widest part. So it's 6 inches at the width. Let me actually weigh it. Brought my scale. Not sure if you can see it. Brought my scale. Let's see how we can get this on the scale. So it's 7 7 pounds, 13 ounces. Can you see that? It's hard for me to see. 7, 13, and I'm pulling on it right now. So I think it's 7 pounds, 14 ounces. So it's almost 8 pounds. So it is a pretty heavy unit. I wonder how loud it is. I wasn't going to try it out today. I was just going to do kind of a box opening and to see what we had inside, but I brought a battery. Let's put it in. Let's power it up together. Hopefully it turns on. Let me put it up here so you can see it. There we go. Power's on. There's the screen. I still have the plastic on it. Let's pull the plastic off so you can see a little bit better. There's the screen. And then you set the pressure. So let's go 28. There's 28. Okay. And then you hit start. So it sounds like a normal compressor. It's actually got these rubber feet on the bottom, if you can see that. These are soft rubber feet, so it doesn't move around or vibrate that much. They're pretty heavy duty rubber feet. They're soft. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but they're actually fairly soft. They're kind of a perfect texture. And it didn't, even on this box, which doesn't give it much stability, my table is not very stable. This is kind of a cheap portable table that I use for work. So it's a pretty neat unit. It's a little bit heavy. I wonder what the weight is with this 5 amp. I have a 5 amp battery. Let me just weigh this and see what we have. Okay. So with the battery, it's just 811. So it's almost 9 pounds. So it offers another pound with that battery. Pretty neat unit. Very bright display, which is pretty cool. There's a cool handle on here, which is actually pretty comfortable. It's got some rubber on it. Good size. Good size. Not bad. It's going to be a good unit. So in my next video, what I'll do is actually test this unit. We'll take it out. We'll test it on different things. I might test it on my van. We'll show you what the van is. The van is, they've got, what are they, 80-pound tires? I mean, the tires are 60-pound tires. So the tire pressure is pretty high. If it can work there, it kind of can work anywhere. I've got a motorcycle. We could test it on the motorcycles. We could test it on bikes. We can test it on my Jeep and my Toyota. We can test it on everything. Test it on the neighbors' cars. Let's see how it works. But so far, so good. Unboxing, successful. It arrived on time. I'll put a link in the description if you want more details. Put it to the Milwaukee site. But this is the Milwaukee tire inflator. The model number is 284820. 284820. Pretty cool unit. Pretty bright display. Let's go on. Let's go off again. Will it click back on? There we go. Milwaukee tire inflator. Here it is. Pretty cool. So far, so good. Happy with it so far, but let's test it a bit. Thanks for watching. Put in the comments, if you already have one of these, how do you store it? What do you use it for? I know many of you probably already have this unit. I have kind of held out a little bit, but when someone put in the comment that they use the toolbox, put their tire inflator, I'm like, that's cool. I need one of those. And what other tools should I check out? What don't I have? What is your favorite Milwaukee tool? That's Boy, that's going to be interesting. So what's your favorite? As a matter of fact, in one of the next videos, I'll do some of my favorite Milwaukee tools. Some of them are pretty beat up, but I'll put my favorites. But this is the Milwaukee tire inflator. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day.